It's really fun being back. The first time I came here was about 6 or 8 years ago. A friend told me about you. And I read a book, something about a vortex. My first question was, what is a vortex? And as we continued to speak, I found out from you that I'm in the vortex more than most people.
Yeah.
I spent a lifetime solving unsolvable problems.
Yeah.
And I found out it was because I was in the vortex.
That inspiration's pretty divine, isn't it?
Yes, extraordinarily.
Yeah. So cool to tap into infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence knows stuff.
So I didn't feel like I need to come back and come to any more seminars and everything. Although I listen to your stuff every now and then, it's a refresher and it's extraordinarily helpful.
Good.
He called me again and said he had seen you in Chicago, and he said, you got to go see her again. She's different. Or Abraham is different. And I said, okay, let me see. He said, you're coming to Seattle, so I signed up. And
you find a difference?
Not yet.
Talking faster.
Huh?
Talking faster.
Talking faster, maybe so.
The difference in the message since you were learning about the vortex is this. We are talking about the creating of the vortex. We've talked a lot about that here today. And we were saying, you need to get into the vortex, get into the vortex. Now we're saying to you, the vortex is gestating, the vortex is gathered, the cooperative components are there, there's a frequency that you want to hear, you got to get into the receiving mode in order to hear what's in there. So rather than directing you to get in, we're more talking about what's in there, you being able to receive. It's splitting hairs about the way we're describing it, but it gives us the benefit of helping you to understand that so much of the journey has already happened before you receive that idea of desire. And it helps us say to you that once a desire is hatched in you, that most of the work is done. And now all you have to do is stay in the vicinity of the way it felt when you hatched it, when that first idea came, and you know about that. You know about that more than almost anybody that we've ever interacted with, because when that hatching comes, you're like a dog on a bone. You cannot let go of it, in other words, because you can feel the power of that. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the second page of the application, it says, think of the question and write it down that you want to ask. And I did. And you guys are so squirrely. 2 days later, I got an old saying from y'all that answered the question that I had.
Yeah. And it doesn't just need to come from us through Esther. It's all around. In other words, you identify it so that you've activated, oh, here, you're going to like this. By doing that, by activating within yourself your readiness to receive the answer, that's all writing it down does. Because you've already put it all out there. But by activating within yourself your readiness to receive the answer, now you can get it from any number of places, because the receptive mode is the receptive mode. And you notice how often a whole lot of things converge and give you the answer from a lot of different directions, which is what you always like, because you never like to look at anything in a one-sided way. You want it to be completely confirmed. Yeah, really good.
I did something after I left your seminar last time. I decided that I wanted more money. And I decided, well, how much do I want? I thought, $500,000. As I sat here today and listened to you speaking to other people, I realized I'd received it since then. It didn't come at all at one time like I'd had an idea about, but I didn't have a strong idea about it. I didn't say, I want it right now. I said, I'd like to have $500,000. I've received $500,000. I'm going to do it again on $1 million now. So happy. Yeah. Really good. Thank you for everything.